Hello. So it's amazing. There were two characters that I was absolutely certain I wasn't going to get on this run. Well, both Sherri and Ozma. Turns out both of them are completely available. So, first off, actually Rakes mentioned this as well, but Olivia's starting loyalty is actually good enough to complete the thing for Sherri. Now, last time on that whole Fusilier run, and wait, did I get her on the no-skill run or Fusilier run? I don't know. One of those two. Was just going back and forth. I could not get the stupid event to spawn. Like, I was going and changing the weather and going back there. I was going and doing different fights and going back there, messing with loyalty and going back there. It just wasn't going to happen for whatever reason. Finally ended up just getting it off screen. But, yeah, in this case, both of them were just actual accidents. I was just wandering around the map looking for random fights. Accidentally clicked on Balmamusa here. And, well, here it is. So, for no apparent reason, both Olivia and Denim decide to go take a walk in the rain, you know, leave their entire army behind and just go on a little date. Just happen to walk into the one house where Sherri is. Don't read into that way you will, but she's just going over here being a hobo. Feels like this sprite needs to be used for something. Like, yeah, no, seriously, why would anyone follow you here to finish you off? What the hell? Nah, you know what? Actually, this makes total sense. Check out his friggin' armor. I mean, he's got... Like, it looks like he's got chain, he's got plate, probably got gams underneath. He's fine. Go for it. That knife's not going through metal. Actually, it's kind of funny because one of the scenes from Neutral, and... it's funny, well, this time through I loved Neutral until I found that exact scene that pissed me off the first time. Because, like, I love that everything's just tragic as all hell. But there was that one scene in particular where Leonard... Go figure, I finally remember Douche Knight's name. Yes! So, got Sherri. But no, so... I was going and getting, I had a different sprite for her. She seems like she has a different sprite. Well, I'm not sure. So I was, yeah, back on track. So I was doing that route, and there's this one part where Leonard just finally won his fight against Lens. He goes out into the middle of a, like, kind of a giant great hall kind of thing. Like, oh, there's nobody here. Casual comes out and just casually shanks him. Like, no. That guy just... I mean, he is a knight throughout the entire thing. He's not taking his armor off at any point. Maybe she, like, stabbed him in the head or something? I don't know. Because he obviously doesn't like wearing a helmet, but... The hell happened there? Friggin' forgot to put on his plot armor. So, I also went and leveled up some of the classes. Because in the process of accidentally discovering that Ozma was a thing, I also accidentally discovered that Ozma is kind of a beast. Actually, her entire battle there is just psychotically difficult. So, ow! Jesus! Matt, why are you nibbling on me? Matt just, like, came up and started nibbling on my knuckle for some reason. Alright, so I wasn't expecting to get her, so let's actually already know. I mean, you apparently need to learn this. Let's browse. Already know some draconic stuff. He reveals multiple traps. And got the dark attack one. Let's see, Meteor Strike. This is pretty much all you should be able to use now. And Petrifog, yeah, you know what? You'll be useful. You will be very useful with this setup. So I'll probably just go ahead and save it there because I think I'm finally well set up enough to actually go into this fight. Yes, retreat. No! Actually, Tynemouth is where I love to do all my grinding for this game. Just because it is very good and very easy. So, yeah, to explain what I did with the party here, I've been testing out Canopus as his Vartan class in this other save. Wanted to get this guy Instill... Yeah, there we go. Got Instill Storms. I guess you don't really need Augment Lightning. He can have an extra slot, why not? Go. Okay, so been training him with sidearms. He hasn't gotten his kill move yet, but that's fine. Mostly I'm just gonna have him for kind of, if he can get some damage, that's fine. His accuracy sucks. Like, bar none, I believe his accuracy is the worst in the party right now. And there wasn't really a whole lot of fixing that, unfortunately. Where's agility? There was one that raised agility, wasn't there? No. Is there anything at all? Oh, okay. If I give him a diadem, he'll be a little bit more agile, maybe hit something or other. But, in general, I really didn't put much faith in it. Actually, you know what? This improves... You know what? Whatever. We'll try it once. Give him this. Maybe it'll help him a little bit. So he's got that. Probably could give him one more level so that he gets a ring, but at least try it like this first. I meant to actually equip this guy with a bow. As it turns out, he can actually use two-handed bows. So that's fantastic. Okay, yeah, I already had his skill set up for that. I got Murden to be just a friggin' tank right here. So he's in full tank gear. Got Gildas also armored up. Just change these guys' equipment around. I was originally thinking to possibly include this guy, but I don't think I'm going to end up doing that. Actually, it's kind of funny. There was an item that I got while messing around that apparently was one of the random joke references, that there's a golden snitch. So he was saying that apparently they go to the electronics store in Tactics Ogre. They go to the electronics store and go pick these up for espionage. Kind of made me want to get a mod for XCOM 2. Just have all the drones turn into snitches. Is it here for you? Yeah, there is. I'm just randomly throwing stuff on here because I apparently forgot to do some of them. Anyway, Caitlin's not going to be used. Nomius, one of my test runs, I tried using him, it didn't really work out. You switch over to the evasive set. Yeah, there we go. This stuff is getting pretty dire. Like, when I say this next fight here is nonsense, it's just some nonsense. As far as difficulty goes, it is just straight up and through the roof. I mean, I guess everyone's all good here. Why I'm kind of making a big deal of that's going to make sense in a little bit. Your avoidance is a little bit on the low end anyway, so thanks up for you, Meeking. Is that better? Feels like it's better, but I'm just going to leave it, because he's going to rely on parry, he's going to rely on evasion, and you are kind of a mix of both. Meanwhile, Bertrand has become amazing. Like, check out his attack rating. So 366. That last boss had like 330. Nobody else. I mean, Voltaire comes close, but these guys are way more offensive. Sarah potentially could if she manages to pierce armor, but that's its own other flippin' thing there. Sherri feels like she could use some extra stuff. Yeah, there we go. Okay, Brigandine, maybe a diadem. No sense in really doing a ring. Come to think of it, where's what's-her-face? Or actually, what's his face? No, not you. You. Wait, you already have a Silver Scepter. In that case, you. A better thing for you? I do. I have this thing. It's nice. It doesn't really give you anything extra, but it's nice to have. Okay. Now that I did all this stuff that I was planning to just do off-screen anyway, I can actually move on to this next fight. So kind of planned ahead for this one. Hopefully this works out. So it's the Valak and Ozma fight. In order to actually recruit her, I thought you had to have her go through her dialogue earlier, have Hobram there, but apparently that wasn't really the case. She just had to see him in that one fight in Rhyme. But that's fine. Actually, if I'm able to recruit both of these, I might not actually switch over to that other save file, because some of the characters might be ludicrously overpowered. But at any rate, here we are. She runs ahead. it shows only 5 guys behind this guy. And then 5 seconds from now we have him with like 16 soldiers, I think. So, completely outnumbered just right off the bat. So first things first, Johann, you're gonna go there. Woden, you're gonna be range support, oddly enough. Into space. Merden is gonna go right here, so these two are gonna be the front line wall. They are the only front line. This guy's gonna be range support. Guy isn't gonna be here. She isn't gonna be here either. Back here, I'm gonna need my 3 healers. Get you guys in. Okay, now that I have Sherri, I can put her in 2, in which case I actually won't need Woden anymore. Okay, that's fine. So I'll just replace Woden then. I was in that other run that I was hoping to use him. You find there, you find there. Go back here. Bertrand, I'm gonna need for Vigorous, because that'll keep these 2 alive. And the idea is, I get these 2 up front, I have him use Vigorous, I have Johann drop a couple shadows, and then these 2 just kind of hold out until their buffs go away, at which point they more than likely will just plain get overrun. With Bertrand, yeah, he's just going to try to hold out as much as possible. He's there, along with Voltaire, that's what I'm forgetting here. These 2 are going to be needed to take out Volok when he comes close. So that's kind of their whole deal. And who's filling this last? Abram, because he's kind of necessary. There we go. Actually, I'll just drop a save right here. Any last-minute equipment stuff? I think so. I think everyone has the best they can really have at this point. Maybe Abram? No, he's got what he needs. You know what? Instead of Ivan... Yeah, instead of Ivan, I'm gonna end up putting in Vice. Although Ivan does more damage, his accuracy isn't... No, but he can take care of himself. Yeah, I'll try once with Ivan. Thing is, Ivan and Vartans in general are just kind of a regenerator now. They can flat out, they can just become an anti-ranged unit harassment kind of thing. I'll just show you what I mean. I think he has everything he needs there. Yeah, you know what? Wait. No, one more thing. Anything you can learn here? Well, for later. And then dark. Anything on the dark side you can learn? No. So that didn't matter anyway. Now let's see what happens. And this is assuming that she won't just leave after the end of all this. Yeah, here's some dickish design. First option is no, I'm not. Just no, just don't go ahead and hire her. Man, I love the same. One of my favorites. I think it was in March of the Black... Was it March of the Black Queen? I think so. Alright. I'm gonna go up and do this. So in that case, she's gonna take over Woden's role, which was just magic attacks, basically. Anything that was unavoidable. Habrim is just gonna be support. All the healers are going to try to keep themselves topped off. All 3 of them have Resurrection at this point, I think. I think I gave Olivia Resurrection. Crap, I forgot. Well, I have the book for it, in case I need to redo it. Anyway. Elle's whole purpose here is not actually to do any damage, although I will if it's a possibility, but to use Brimstone, not Brimstone, but Pyroclasm. Which reduces TP. So her whole thing is to prevent the two leaders here from getting kill mode. Alright, Voltaire's role is going to be to go off to the side here. And, actually, you know what? I just noticed this is kind of loud, isn't it? There we go. So yeah, his role is going to be to go off to the side and try to draw Valak into the water. Use your scepter. Because there's a good chance that they're going to burn through all their leads here. So to explain the plan. These two, when they come close, they'll aggressively go for any weaker units. So, I'm going to have my two main guys set up right here. Ideally just drop shadows here and here, so that those guys can't retreat, at least not without some difficulty. And just trap them in there. So anyone that goes here will be trapped if there's a shadow dropped right here. On this side, they typically tend to be more aggressive and go for the back line anyway, so they'll just try to go around your own knights. Now, she will become a target to the other guys if they get close. The idea is basically to go and get her to half health, and then just disable her as much as possible. With him, he's immune to everything, oddly enough, except for Murden's version of Stunbringer. For whatever bizarre reason, he still gets hit by that. I guess it's just 100% even if you're immune to it. Let's see here. Yeah, he gets slow ward. He's basically immune to everything, but it's just not on here. He doesn't have the skill for it. But yeah, if it's 100%, he'll do it. Like, although oddly enough, kill moves won't. So kill moves won't stun him, but it seems like Stunbringer will. Anyway, so point is, those two have to be drawn into the water. As soon as Ozma gets down to half, she'll just basically end up triggering a dialogue, and then that dialogue means that at that point, if you get Valak over down to critical, I believe he runs away. Now, I don't know if she has to be in critical as well, but I'm gonna end up rewinding to that point if needed. But main idea is, yeah, get her to half, and get him to critical. They're just talking about all the big conspiracy here. Like, no, 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 I'm such a big patriot lady, and, you know, and hits you with ice balls. That's what she does. As far as charging up the healer's first turn, I will be trying to keep them topped off as long as possible anyway, but mostly the idea is to keep them do speed-ups. So I want them to do speed-ups on the frontline guys and on the damage dealers. Because once the other army back here arrives, it's just over. Their healers are able to heal like 800 something per round of characters, and I mean they have to do like 400 something. Yeah, 452 to this guy. So yeah, that's quite an ask. And well, when I did these failed runs, typically what ended up happening is they would end up getting him down to around 50 or so. Even after kill moves and everything else, I would surround him, I would get everybody going with their maxed out kill moves. Would end up getting people getting... Wow, I'm completely tongue-twisting here. Would end up having them get close. I would end up, you know, completely having them right in the open, surrounded. Everything else doesn't even matter. He does not care. That guy's just a beast. So, anywho. Keeping Ozma safe is a little bit of an annoyance. Ogre has to go here. I believe if he gets knocked down, he may not trigger some of the dialogue, so I have to keep him standing. There's a little route for this guy to go. That can't really show it here. Well, here. I want him to wind up over here. That way they can't directly attack. He's just kind of got this little safe spot. Some of them can't go in the water. And, yeah. Kind of where he'll be. So he'll be baiting out attacks. And he'll be going for sidestep. I'll use one of the ash filters on him. So he's just kind of there to avoid attacks, draw the fire from 50%, huh? That's good to know. Detect is just a small area? Really? That's dumb. Oh well, I'll never use detect then. Or I might. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, I don't know. Boom. Slightly splooshed by a weird ball thing. Yep. That damage, though. Wanted to use her for an electrify, but I think it's time for a pyroclasm instead, because yeah, she's getting up there. Not guaranteed, but their kill moves will end up taking somebody out. Now, I need one of my healers up front, so I'll probably have Yazian do that. Anything useful I can do? Yes, you. So unfortunately, Denim's kill move won't do much, but he can harass people on the other side of the river. Guaranteed hit, too. Oh crap, and she's completely blocking us now. Right, well that throws my plans out the window. It hit, and it would have just knocked her down enough. So I'm gonna switch that Vartan over to kind of double up with what's his face, Voltaire, on his distraction duties. It's gonna be a little later. And my throat's a little bit funny today, so I might be talking a little weird. Unfortunately, I went to a party with a bunch of kids. There was kind of a baby shower type of thing. And, well, more of a gender party. But anyway. Turns out, one kid's sick, everyone's sick. As it goes. Right. Also have 3 of these if needed. Hopefully they won't be. Still can't do anything. Now's a point where battering ram would actually be really useful, but I don't have it. I'm surprised that she's only taken a 1 from that. There, that'll trigger it. It has to. I love that line. You back on out of there. Very laggy shot at this guy. And there they go with the healing. Now, the original version of this was pretty annoying as well, because, you know, there are a ton of knights all over the place and they're going to do their healing. In this case, they have those same units, just two of them are really, really good at what they do. Because as you can see, there's no way in hell I'm actually getting to them. To fight my way to them would be... I'm just going to say impossible, just because taking out one guy is enough of a challenge on its own, let alone taking out all of them. It's just I don't really have the damage output to be able to pull that off. Even with the guys that I have. Actually, weirdly enough, I have my main damage dealer out front right now. Actually... What? If this doesn't kill her... Good. Get out of here. And you actually back off. Or not. So, you know what, maybe I'm better off having one of the knights team up with him. Maybe just having Murden up there. Like, in that role, she's fine. If she wants to stay down there, I do not care one bit. Wow. Gonna do absolutely nothing, huh? Please electrify him. Back up here. Thing is, once they end up finally crashing into the front here, and unfortunately I'm like 2 or 3 rounds behind now. Once they finally end up doing that, it's a little bit late to be rearranging anyone, so they all have to be in absolute position by the time they do. So she can back off, probably 1 tile. Should be pretty safe for her. My knights to move, either one of them. Yeah, there's no sense in attacking her anymore. Will... Yeah, I'll drop somebody down there just to keep her from moving anywhere else. I mean, she'll still attack Ogre, but it's good to have him there. He's alright. He could use a little more, though. Yazian is a little bit out of his reach. Okay, he's gonna take his shots of opportunity only when he gets a chance. Yeah, for now, do that. So, if you get all of their abilities, so you give them an Instill, you give them a, Alright, I'm blanking on that. Get Huapongo and Alcolas wins. You get a situation where they can resist any magic, they can just avoid all arrows, and they get regen on top of that. Okay. So. Shadow. I'd ideally prefer them not to be able to move any farther, but unfortunately, thanks to Rampart stuff, this is kind of what we're doing now. So they may actually make it halfway across the bridge. You know what? Unless... Okay, does Yazian get a turn soon? Let's draw some of them out to this little peninsula thing. So preempt. Already got a sidestep. Probably just wait then. Actually, I should have had him facing to the right. For some reason they're going with arrows on the heavy units. I thought that was guaranteed. Fine, and go give him a heal, though. That place is gonna get pretty busy with ramparts. I know. Can you do anything to any of these, actually? Actually, no. At this point, you know, petrify her would be the main goal here. Sucks. Oh well. Wow. Yeah, so that kind of gives you an idea of things to come here. Very heal up here, keep them topped off. They're gonna need it. Yeah, I would say they're going and they're wasting a lot of their points on a lot of these pointless heals, but they're just going to keep doing 50 pluses on their magical stuff over and over and over. They don't even care. They've got the resources for this kind of stuff. Okay. Got kill moves. You've got kill moves, you don't. No, it's 44, but 100, please. Good. Oh, by the way, random cool thing. Let me just pop you forward. Merton, now is not the time for that. You know, I can't even... Take your push, you dick. There we go. Now you're in position. Right, well... Can't say I'm not at least a little bit annoyed by that, but whatever. Doesn't matter, that little gap is filled. So right there she would have taken out Yazian otherwise. Go for a vigorous. Actually, no. Mulligan. Do that from here. Poison yourself. There we go. Now, you just have to pull that guy closer. Do nothing, because I need you to sit there and do nothing. You just get stabs on this guy, just make them waste their turn doing stuff. Thankfully, not all of them have counters, so that can mess up their movement a little bit. If you drop down a bunch of ramparts, a few of them come with squash, so they'll just come up and waste their turns getting rid of the ramparts. Even their own. Ones that they just friggin' put down. So, it, you know, make them waste a little bit of time. They're literally just stalling for time. You've got points. Point. Your odds of hitting Mr. Invincible up here. Pretty freaking low is what they are. You do need him to get a hit on someone, though. I need his be up. I think I'm just gonna chance some freaking low odds somewhere. Actually, no. Go up and give Sherri another chance to petrify. Petrify, please. And then we'll just unpetrify her as soon as the other guys get close. The way that I have them set up, I would assume... like these guys, they shouldn't really target, or if they do target them, not much should happen. So I'm gonna have him firing as far as he can, to spread out their damage as far as he can. Crapola. Not need that. Alright. I'm gonna back up for healing, but hopefully we can draw out some of their weaker units. I mean, if there's a chance to kill anyone, it'll be their sword guys and archers. This, by the way, is one of the reasons I was considering using Vice for a little bit there. I want to save her points for the moment. Use ranged stuff. Come on, get close. There we go. Now we're talking. So what I intend to do, I'm just going to slowly open this all up. So right now, his next turn, and hopefully be for attack and hobber him. He'll try to get close, maybe try to go for a kill move on him. Even if he knocks him out, I'll just get him back on his feet. Just as long as he's close and everyone can use all their kill moves on him at the same time. The Wither won't even affect him. She's just going to hold on to her points. One's just going to completely dump on him as soon as he gets... Fortunately, there's no recruit shenanigans to be had here. Okay. Stunning. I was thinking, yeah, you know what? No. Okay, what is your range on this, first of all? Oh, yeah, that potentially takes Martin's as well. Although that's really worth the risk. He's got barely anything saved up. Nice. You're starting to question whether that can miss. Okay, I'm gonna move her back a little bit so she doesn't get hit. Knock him off. He apparently... Yeah, steadfast. Of course he would. Well, that's fine at any rate. Oh, why don't you move back here? Oh, Rampart. Yeah, yeah, move up here, throw it back here. And mess up their movement as much as possible. That'll be the best thing to do for him. Okie doke. Do that then. Yeah, that's fine. Fine. Okay. If you can petrify. kind of funny. The way that the healing works now, it feels weirdly more intuitive than it was before. The range of it, I mean. And I'm not even sure just by how much it's changed. It feels more fitting now. Guys, hobbled, still can't use a Hopongo on him. Fine. You keep wasting your points. Especially find it funny when they end up wasting points getting rid of their own shadows. He's dead. We're just barely alive anyway. Fortunately, it's time to blow this. I don't want Voltaire dying all the way out there. Stay in the friggin' bubble, Voltaire. The attack. Weird that he can't get on land. Interesting. Might just not be able to hop. No, he should be able to hop up there. Holy crap. Friggin' hurtful. Another blessing. This Voltaire's doing his job of taking damage. I should have used a resilient on him. He's gonna be doing anything useful anytime soon. Now for the next guy to waste his turn getting rid of that crap. Oh, he's got a Falx or something. What the hell? I know they're a bit ahead, but geez. Time for him to back off a little bit, I think. Maybe he'll go for Voltaire. That'll still give me an opening to do those kill moves. He's just not quite close enough yet. Ideally, what I want is for him to be out of range of their healers, which is going to be very difficult to do without pulling him completely on this end of the river. I potentially get rid of your... They've got nothing going on. Right. Don't want to put her here, but this seems like a good idea. Go figure. Buffs are actually playing a part. Ah, this mod's amazing. Yeah, so here's that weird thing. I will try this again. Guard, True Strike. I mean, you're a rock now. Oh no, wait, he's not immune to stun. That's weird. For some reason, when I went and used the two-hander special on him, it didn't work. I poison him then. Surprisingly decent odds. Alright, whatever. Voltaire might get hit, but I'll take it. Actually, quite a bit better. Stab. Man, what is your frickin' parry? Holy Christ, no wonder I can never hit this guy. Okay, so he's got parry 5. He's basically the parry master. She'll just die from that. hang out a sec. Nope. Can't be having that. Nice as that poison would be, he has to get a bit of a heal. No, he can't get that. You know what? I think I'm gonna have to go and leave this for another part here, because it's kind of gone on a minute, and I got some I gotta go take care of, so... Either way, drop a state here, and be back as soon as I can.